biblical and mythological references such as Adam, AR, animal,
Hmm.
alcohol, dotus, antimonium,
And
antimonium.
numerous oblique mystical or mythological reference such as Adam R, animal, alkahest, antidotus, antimonium,
But look, the Titan.
aqua benedicta, aqua volan. See, and this goes into alchemy, which a lot of people aren't aware of either. That alchemy is one of the oldest freaking forms of, I guess, a belief system or religion
Yeah.
in history. I mean, and every society practiced alchemy. That's pretty cool. Then they got
And
the
then you see here about the Titans
uh huh
and Tartarus. We were reading about Tartarus, or we learned about him, right? No,
the
the first
ampama
beginning.
the ampamenides,
Mm.
the first two beings, Night and Ar, produced Tartarus, who in turn produced two Titans. Now, Tartarus would probably be what we were looking at when it said they created the underworld.
That's why exactly because I know that name, Tartar.
Tartarus, yeah, and it's mentioned in uh, oh god, Dante's Inferno.
Hmm.
The different levels of hell.
I remember Dante's Inferno. I read that in Purgatory, and we had to read that in school.
Now we're getting into the good stuff. Scythians. The Scythian religion section, the mounted god of the Bosporus. Okay, and more accurately by pseudo Hippocrates, R22, as Anarials, from the frantic Anar, unmanly Herodotus. That's pretty cool.
I don't
I'm
see. Oh, there you are. Yeah.
Yeah, and right here, this kind of gets me right here with the Titans. That does stick out. In Greek mythology, the Titans were the pre-Olympian gods according to the theogony of Hesiod. They were the 12 children of the primordial parents Uranus, Scott. That would be Uranus, yeah. So Uranus would be the equivalence of the sky, and Gaia, Earth, with 6 male titans: Oceanus, Coeus, Creus, Hyperion, Lepidus, and Kronos.
You must hate Lapis. He's just lowercase. Like, oh, he's a nobody.
Yeah, that's probably what they did that for, is because he's a low life. He's
And
just
according to Hesiod's Theogony, that's crazy because even with Aether, it's in here too, according to Hesiod's Theogony, which contained the standard Greek genealogy of the gods. Aether was the offspring of Erebius, and Nix, and the brother of Hemera. And see, that's in Greek. And then see, look, Greek mythology, the Titans, and you looked up AER. So yeah, maybe they do have it crossed as AER and ATR being similar.
yeah. And see, this is like a saturation. This is what I was talking about in the beginning, where as time went by, everything kind of got saturated in together. They
Mm-hmm.
incorporated different belief systems throughout time. So like you have to determine, and a lot of people make this mistake too. Like you'll hear people talking about like the Sumerians, and they're all of a sudden throwing stuff that the Babylonians believed in with it, and they don't understand there was a difference between the Sumerians and the Babylonians. They might practice somewhat the same thing, but during the Sumerians' time period, they believed in this, and then as time went by, here came the Babylonians, and they had a somewhat same structure, but it was a different belief system altogether. You know what I mean?
But see, what I don't understand is how can they not tell the separation? Like, would there not be distinct like characteristics based off of the religion, or just based off of the
Well,
practices, based off the culture?
look at what we're doing. Okay, we're actually
Yeah, they're
researching. You know what I mean? Like right now, the Titans. I guarantee you, the Titans are way, way after what me and you just read with the Canaanites, and the Phoenicians. You know what I mean? The Titans is more of a Greek version of what the Phoenicians were talking about. And then like the Scythians, being honest, the Scythians are probably where most of that came from. Even, well, I'm not. Well, yeah, I could say the Phoenicians too, because the Scythians are there. You had the Scythians, and then you had there was another group. But anyhow, you remember hearing about the Amazons?
Amazons is Wonder Woman. I remember Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I'm
Except
Wonder Woman.
except for the Scythian. The Scythians are I wish I could remember. I'll pull it up some other time. But
I was about to say, if you spell oh, this right here, this word right here that's on here is Scythian. Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Scythians?
yeah,
Is that
Scythians.
is it Scythian? No, isn't like schmuck. Not saying schmuck, but SCA. No, it's a SCH.
It's
Shoemaker.
SCY. It's
I see
SCY.
the word. I thought it was a different sound. Scythian
TH.
religion, the mounted god of Bosporus. I see that.
Yeah.
I thought it was pronounced different. That's all.
Now, ritual practices and beliefs of the Scythian culture, a collection of closely related ancient Iranic people who inhabited Central Asia and the Potic Caspian steppe in Eastern Europe through the classic antiquity. And they spoke
Focus.
Scythian.
Dude, that sounds like Slytherin. Like on maybe I'm just Harry Pottered out, but does that not sound like Slytherin?
Well,
And then Slytherin.
you know that she like actually did a lot of research on stuff too, so she
I don't doubt
probably
it because one of the main characters is called Draco. And they were like, "Oh, good job, Draco." And I'm like, "Wow!" I was like, "That's in Roger's book. He's in Roger's book." Oh man, it was so funny because I'm like freaking out. Like I was telling a friend, I was like, I never really was into Harry Potter when Harry Potter was a thing. Like anything my mom was into was kind of pretty much that's what I could be into. So I guess it was more so Disney type thing. And then as I got older and stuff like that, I kind of just dwindled away from it. And then it's like I'm backtracking on everything that I missed. And Harry Potter is freaking awesome. Awesome. And that's why we were talking about those little things, the gargoyle. No, they're not gargoyle, but those little things. Dobby is what his name was in Harry Potter. But that's why I said Harry Potter. And you were like, oh, yeah, the thing on Lord of the Rings. And I hadn't really seen Lord of the Rings, but I knew I had seen a Dobby before. And Dobby is on Harry Potter.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, the
That's
Scythian
cool.
religion. The Scythian religion refers to the mythology, ritual practices, and beliefs of the Scythian cultures, a collection closely related ancient Iranic people who inhabited Central Asia and the Pontic Caspian steppe in Eastern Europe throughout classical antiquity, spoke the Scythian language, itself a member of the Eastern Iranic language family, and which included the Scythians proper, the Sumerians, that's Sumerians with a C, and they're another.
Then I see Sarmatians.
Yeah, now the Sarmatians are the name that I wanted to remember. Okay, so you had
Whole
the
time I thought Sumerian was spelled SY.
that's a different culture all the way.
Okay.
This gets confused too. Okay, these are the Sumerians. They're a different culture, and
Marion and
then
South Marion.
yeah.
Okay.
So
I got
I wish I could move my mouse without this map. Okay, yeah, no, up here, this is the area they're talking about. Can you see my finger thing there?
Yeah.
Okay, now down here is the Sumerians. So you're talking about two different groups.
Oh,
Um,
Figueria, I see that. And then the Sumerians over here by like Gamma and cultures and
Now the
everything.
Scythians are up in this area, in between the Black Sea
Oh,
and
that's so neat. Look, it says Phoenicia on the map. It usually says Lebanon and other stuff. It doesn't really usually say Phoenicia. That's
yeah,
neat.
yeah,
Oh, and Babylonia. Look at that. Look, it even has Babylon. We
yep.
were doing that the other day. Oh, neat. What is this? What is this for? Hold on, let me put this word in here. That's
This
the
is
neat.
for the Scythians.
Yeah, let me put this
Now, see,
here.
up in this region, you had the Scythians, and then you had the freaking the Sarmatians. Okay.
Miriam.
Now, the
Yeah.
Sarmatians are the equivalents of the Amazons. And what happened was, is these well, they believe it might have happened, is that the the Amazons fought with Troy, and they lost in battle, and they made it back to this region and recovered, but they took on husbands in the Scythian tribes,
Hmm.
and
Crossbreed.
and then because they couldn't get along with the Scythian women, they forced their men to leave them and become the Sarmatians.
That's what happened with That's what happened with Wonder Woman. Because then when they went back into the Flashpoint in the Flash Paradox, Wonder Woman was having an affair with Aquaman, and then when she went and had the affair, he was married, and then the wife came in and she was about to kill Wonder Woman. So Wonder Woman slaughtered her and then started wearing her crown on top of her head. And then that caused the war with the men. That's wild. That's so wild. Oh my gosh. Who knew Flash knew so much history? That's so dope. That
Okay, so
is so dope how I learned it because the only reason I learned it was from watching Flash. And that's like amazing to me. That's so neat.
no,
Cool.
no, itself a member of the Eastern Iranic language family, and which included the Scythian proper. And that's this right here, the red. That's Scythian proper.
Oh, right over top of Neo-Assyrian Empire. Let me see.
All of that.
Okay, so I see right here, right on top of Phoenicia.